Hey everyone, thanks for joining us. Chase and I are just getting ready to head down to the trout stream. It's not raging like I thought it would be, so that's good. Still pretty early yet. We're gonna go down, see if we get some brookies or whatever, and hang tight, hang with us. But first thing we really got to do is we got to tie on a knot, and I figured I would take this opportunity to show you guys what kind of knot we use for this type of fishing, and it's called the polymer knot. Most of you are probably familiar with it, but some of our younger tube viewers might want to see what we're doing here. So I'm going to switch the camera around to Greenmachine, and he's going to start tying that polymer knot for you. We'll try to commentate as we go. This is going to be the polymer knot that we're using. Chase is going to demonstrate that right now. So he's got the hook there, and first thing you're going to do is make a large loop with your line. So make it so it's plenty usable, at least 8, 10, 12 inches, something like that. Give yourself some room. You're going to make a loop and put the loop through the eye of the hook that you're using. Or in this case, it would be the loop for the hook. All right, so then see how that is? We're going to basically make a box of knot, a square knot around it. Almost just like you're tying your shoes. And then what we're going to do is we're left with a tail and a loop on one side. We're going to take that hook and feed it through the loop. And then we're going to pull the whole thing tight. We're going to have to moisten it a little bit before we pull it. So if you would moisten it just a little bit with your mouth, pull it. Usually I just give it a little spit on it a little bit. That's good. Yep. Pull it everything real tight, and that will cinch itself, and we cut the excess off. That's it. That's a polymer knot. You can tie that probably in about 10 seconds, really, if you're used to doing it. So. That on there. Now we're going to rig up a worm, and I want to show you how to do that right now. And what we want to do for brook trout, the best thing that I've seen is to take a worm and thread it up the hook. We're going to thread it up the hook, and then what we're going to do is going to be kind of straight. So once it's threaded on there, the worm will go right up the hook shank, and then what's going to happen is the tail will be straight off the hook. So the only thing sticking out is it looks like a flat worm with the hook sticking out of the center of it. Thread that right up there all the way. Yeah, struggle just a little bit. Now pull it flat. Pull the hook right out of the middle of them. Yep, thread them right up there best you can. And that's what I like to do. I'll leave a nice little tail there. Sometimes what you can do is you can run. Sometimes run the worm up onto the line a little bit too, so the hook is a little further down in the tail, but that'll work just fine. That's perfect. Let's go put that in the water, see what happens. Just know the spot pretty well. It's usually can walk around pretty dry. Good. All right, Chase. Let's explain what we did with the split shot and stuff. So we were back at the truck. We actually put the hook and the worm on. Right there, about 12 to 18 inches up, more like 18 to 24. We put a split shot on there, and really what we're going to do is we're going to cast at the top of the rapids. And whenever it goes over a rock like that into the calm areas, we're going to let it drift right down into the calm areas. So that's where the trout are going to be sitting, waiting to ambush something coming by. You'll see me giving instructions to the boys all the time in these videos. It's because I feel it's so important for my children to be able to provide for themselves and not have to hold their hand out. Hopefully they'll pass down what they learned to their children as well. Outdoorsmen learn from each other and from their own experiences on a constant basis. finally able to land a small trout. Chase is happy either way usually, so the high water makes it a little bit more challenging. That fish is going to taste just as good anyways. All the species of trout in this river are so beautiful and abundant, and that's really thanks to our state conservation and sportsman contributions here. That fish was absolutely delicious, but at that rate we'd probably go hungry. It was a good Sunday afternoon regardless.
All right, everyone, thanks for joining us. As you can see, the water's pretty high, still a little bit cold. We did get a fish, we got to enjoy one, so it's always a fun time when we can do that. So next time we'll see if we can get some wild edibles to go with that fish, and until then, we'll see ya.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining us. We're headed out to the trout stream right now, Sunday afternoon. What better? Okay, here we go. So Chase is gonna tie that knot for you. He's gonna show you what we're doing. Chase, you're going way too fast. Stop.
Have a little snack, so anytime we can get out in the outdoors, it's a blast. It's not funny.